Yeah, good morning, YouTube. Anyway, it's your boy Zah back at you real quick. But anyways, like I said, man, I've been covering the coronavirus not since it came out, but I've been giving people a general idea of exactly what's expected, what from what I see, what's gonna come. And a lot of people have downplayed the fact, like as if it's just something to be played with. But as you can see now with Washington, I think it's Washington or Washington State, shutting down pretty much all their commerce, the stuff that don't really need to be open, as far as like medical, and I mean the things that need to be open as far as like medical and things that deal with emergencies, and like certain jobs that people need to work in order to maintain the economy are still open, but the rest are shutting it down, as far as restaurants and things people really don't need. But they do have a stimulus packet coming up. I think it's somewhere upwards to $1,000. I forget if it's for every month. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna crunch numbers because that's not what I do. I'm just saying, I'm just giving you a general idea of what they're trying to do. But what I really want to do is show you exactly what I was talking about. And I'm just gonna go through some things that I've been watching on, not only on the news, but as far as like staying up to date on exactly everything that goes down. Not only in social media, I'm not really worried about like the stupid stuff, but as far as like what's going down with our economy, as far as like stock market, and that's another thing for the people that might think that may be looking for a time to invest. Understand that eventually the stock market is going to start to go up again. So if I was you, and this is just from me, like I'm no expert, I do my little research, but I would really be looking towards pharmaceuticals. The oil company is taking a dip right now, and if you notice, the gas prices are they went down, but that's the reason they want to bring you to the pump, even though there's still limited movement. People are still moving around in certain cities, but for the most part, in a lot of spots, it's ghost town, and I'm gonna tell you why. But that's beside the point. So I'm looking on this Business Insider, and I'm gonna tell you what it says. It has an animated map. I'll show you exactly what it's talking about. It's like the coronavirus has spread to more than 150 countries since it first was identified in China in December. And it's funny, I'm going to go into something real quick, but just to get into something as far as China, it says that their numbers are starting to go down, which basically would give you a general idea that they're getting a hold of it. But if you remember, they had that one hotel that was holding all those sick people that had the coronavirus, and then somehow it actually just, something happens, blows up, or something, it falls, it collapses, it kills all those people. So, their numbers dwindle. And that's not to say China had any, but I'm just saying, like, the building collapsed on all those people that were sick. You know what I mean? So, problem solved as of right now. But anyways, it says that this is an animated map. And I'm just going to show you real quick. It says the coronavirus has spread to more than 150 countries since it was identified in Wuhan, China at the end of last year. The Chinese government shut down Wuhan and many other cities in Hubei province late January, but cases have already been exported to other regions of China and to other countries. I'm gonna show you right now exactly what I was talking about, and the fact that on simultaneously just breaking shit down. This animated map shows, look it. I'm gonna try to turn this real quick. Or so, you know what? I'm gonna leave that right there, but I'm gonna try to bring my laptop up real quick just to give you a general idea. Hopefully you can see it. Look at that's the map where it first started. Those are not projected numbers. Those are exactly how the virus is spreading. I mean, it's not how it's spreading, but how fast it's spreading. And from the time it started, which they just showed the animation, you see what I'm saying? Like this is something to really be taken serious. I understand, like when this channel first started, it was mostly on controversy and the fact that people hadn't seen people like me. I mean, they have, but for some reason, social media really didn't get a good idea of what type of cats like me were out there. But watch. It says the World Health Organization declares a coronavirus outbreak a pandemic last Wednesday because of its rapid and sustained global spread and severity of the disease. The virus causes COVID-19 as a rise of new COVID-19 cases has slowed in China building collapsed, killed all those people. I ain't a conspiracist. Has slowed in China. Outbreaks in other countries have grown. More people outside of China than inside have caught the coronavirus. And then it goes into other things. But look at, people were saying that in Italy that they had a control. They're on the rooftops and they're outside on balconies singing and all this because they want to downplay it. Understand, it's a real threat. It says on the morning of January 20th, the virus has spread to 4 countries: China, Japan, South Korea, and Thailand. The U.S. reported its first later that day. This is just going back. And then it shows you the map again, which gets even more deep. It said by February 15th, the 28 countries have reported cases of COVID-19, and the death toll has surpassed that of 2003 SARS epidemic. A lot of people, it's like you had that one dude that's in the news. He said that this was basically overblown and that it would end like SARS, but yet it's still going and people are continuously locking down business. That just goes to show you everybody has their own take on it, but the people I'm listening to, the one that's actually handling the pandemic, not stupid reporters that feel as if, you know, they want to, you know, they work or they're working on certain angles. Like right now, this is a shit show when it comes to this particular, because people are making it more political than what it should be. And that's about caring people and keeping people that are of young age that might possibly have this virus from passing it to our elderly. And I'm going to get into something real quick. Like I said, I don't want to just stick to prison and all that. Like you already know, nothing outside of survival as far as like dealing with the worst situations you really need, and as far as like a skill that you would take from prison. And trust me, if you've ever been to prison, you know for a fact that survival is a must. And we'll break down the soup into like 8 different in order for people to get a little piece of it. But that's besides the point. Like I said, let me go back into it. It says it shows a projection again, and then it says Italy announced on March 9th that all 60 million residents will be placed under lockdown by the next day. Cases of the virus has been reported in 109 countries, including Afghanistan, Colombia, Jordan, and Mexico. This is old. But it just goes to show you the coronavirus is in more than 150 countries right now and continue to grow. People said that if you look at the news right now, Trump is going to declare somewhat of a martial law. That meaning, well, you know what martial law is, but in each state, people are going to be crunched down on. You know what I'm saying? Right now, they got a situation in an elderly home not that far from where I stay that they're contemplating shutting the whole place down. I mean, not even shutting it, but quarantine people. That's your elderly mothers, aunts, whatever, that they plan on shutting that place down. And they're not kicking nobody out. Don't get me wrong. They're just going to shut it down. And that's how it starts. Lancaster, Palmdale, eventually soon, their shit is going to be shut down. All commerce movement's going to be, it's going to be limited. Right now, people are still moving around freely because they feel as if they still can't get it. But let the first case of somebody dying out here from it, and they're going to shut it down. You see in LA County, they're not having it. They don't want you in their restaurants. They don't do nothing. A lot of places in Lancaster and Palmdale don't allow you in their establishment. You can still go through the drive-thru and things like that, but you cannot go in their establishment because they're that serious about this disease. Look at San Bernardino and Riverside County. Look at, they're already shutting everything down. I'm telling you, they're about to start crunching down on everything. So as far as like your civil liberties and everything, just forget that. All shit will be suspended when it comes down to containing this virus. They figure like, it's like when they remove like the kids out of school. They figure just give it like 3 weeks and probably more. They're saying our kids are not going to be going back to school until like April now. And that's just due to the fact that when it comes to the spread of this disease, a lot of times it goes to the little kids and people that are young age, but mostly to the little kids. It's spreading the fecal matter, not being able to really wash their hands well. So they in turn give it to one of their elders, as far as like an aunt, a cousin, you know what I mean, an older cousin, a grandma, and because they don't know how to take care of themselves like an adult would. And even then, you know, I got to take back on that, because there's a lot of adults that really don't know how to take care of themselves. I've seen like a lot of dirty that don't know how to clean their hands and just respect the next person's boundaries. But besides showing you what happened on the map, and just really, I'm not gonna really go too much into that anymore. I just wanted to tell people, like, when it comes to this virus right here, you got to really be careful. And not just because of the virus, but just the people that you're dealing with, how they're on a daily basis. I went to a 99-cent store yesterday and was able to grab a few things, just to, tissues, and not even just tissues, but like napkins and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because when it comes down to it, don't matter what you wipe your butt with, as long as you can wipe your butt. You know what I'm saying? Well, it does matter what you wipe your butt with, but you get what I'm saying. But anyways, it's like pandemonium out there, man. You got people like me. I don't really like people in my space too close, like, you know what I mean? But these people are practically got the basket up your ass, because they can't go nowhere, but they still they play you close, you know what I mean? And that's one of the things that you're dealing with right now. And you also got to worry about these cats that are out here robbing people. That's the thing that people not really speaking on, the fact that people, if you go into the store and you grab 5 packs of tissue, people are no longer really, I mean, you'll find it. People are still fighting you in the store that fight you for that tissue, but a lot of it, people that got more sinister, you know what I mean? They sit and they wait. I had a dude follow me around the store. I had to keep turning around. Babe's mom was like doing her thing, but I had to keep turning around looking at this cat, because he would just ride him a little bit too close. And at first I thought maybe he was like one of those secret shopper type of people. Nah, this dude was scoping it out. So I got my stuff. We got our stuff when we got out the store. But see, in situations like that, I think dude already could tell that it would have got greasy if he would have tried anything. But in other situations, there have been people that have been followed home and their shit has been taken. Lucky they don't lose their life, but people are doing that. Why wait for you to take everything in the store when I can just let you take everything in the store? You can be selfish, and then I can just follow you home and take it from you. And that's what's happening right now. So that's why people are a little bit more cautious on their movements. Some are not, and some are paying the price for it. But if right now, this is a prime example of people being cautious. When it comes to like the sale of guns, they went up. You got people, I'm sure you watch the news. There's been people standing in line for hours outside of gun shops in order to get weapons. Why? Because they know exactly where to go to. Humanity is a cesspool of shit, just straight out. There's a lot of people out here that don't care about the next person, and that's just plain to see. I mean, This pandemic hasn't even got as bad as it could be, and people are already acting like it's the zombie apocalypse. Like when I come on here and I tell people to prepare, it's not to go out and rob people. It's not to go out and act like you're the only one in this world. And let me just break something down for you. For the people that don't understand that, if you go, it's understandable that you may be an individual that likes to profit off of situations like this and create scenarios. Okay, I can make so much money off of this if I just do this. Understand, right now, you can go on the news, you can check everything. If you get caught selling something over 10% of what the price it was, you're going to jail. And the people that are snitch on you, I think that what they say, they get upwards to $10,000 or something just to snitch on you. So the people on OfferUp that's selling shit for like $20 for a $5, you know what I mean, a $5 pack of tissue. If somebody tells on you, they're gonna get a lot of money. So you can continue to overprice everything and figure that this pandemic will give you an opportunity to come up on somebody. You're only gonna make it worse for yourself, because when you're in jail. Well, when you're in jail, you'll have tissue, you know what I mean? So I guess you'll be good, but you'll be in jail. So, you know what I mean? Be careful in that. But like I said, when it comes to the coronavirus, I know a lot of people, I'm not the most well-educated person. I'm not the most, my elaboration of certain things are not as stellar as other people. I'm not really good. I'm not as articulate as a lot of people. I don't have that high of an education, but I do try to put forth some effort. Now, understand, this channel will not be just a prison channel. I have moved away from that. I will try to cover certain things if that's what you want to hear. But if it's basic things, you pretty much already know. And then you got a lot of these PC channels that talk about absolutely everything. And let me tell you on that, don't always believe the hype. Just because somebody say certain things are the way it is, it's not. If you ever been in that situation and you still got your little, you know, insides, then you'll know that that is straight bull. You know what I mean? As far as like on the level 4s and 180s. But I can't speak on like the lower levels. But yeah, on that note, I'm your boy Zod. I will continue to cover this. Hopefully I'll give you more information, but it's good to see that a lot of channels are starting to follow this and not just getting stuck in prison this, prison that, and really, you know, focus on current events. You know what I mean? Understand that none of these videos ever get a lot of views, but it's a simple fact. I can put forth a little information that might help you. I will give you a general idea of what's going on if you're not paying attention, because some people don't actually pay attention to social media, and there's a lot of things that's happening in social media right now that can really affect you. Coronavirus can really affect you, and understand eventually they're going to start shutting down everything. So if you haven't acquired what you needed in order to survive, I would get out there and get it. Canned foods are already, they're already, you know what I mean? People are running through that. Every store I go to is damn near empty. They even taking the tortillas, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you know, you get that masa hecha de mano, you know what I mean? Like, it's, sometimes you got to do it yourself. But if I was you, I'd be getting rice, I'd be getting beans, I'd be getting shit that when you eat it, it's going to fill you up. Because at the end of the day, you don't really know how far this is going to go. You know what I mean? And you don't know if you're going to get sick. And yeah. But oh, I got another video about that, about this quarantine thing. They really putting it down right now. On that note, I'm your boy Zah. Hope you like the video. Comment, like, dislike, whatever. You know what I mean? But I told you, your boy gonna give you that information. And I'm out.